Good evening, folks. I'm David, one part of the dynamic duo known as Rudderless. I live in Amesbury, Massachusetts. My friend, my cohort in chaos, is to appear at any moment now. He sort of delights in I'm doing a show with you tonight. Introduce yourself, please.
My name is John, and I'm here under court order to perform with David tonight.
Your Honor, I object. So, with that in mind,
Pretty good. That was good.
thank you. We'll see if we can replicate that. So, our goal this evening is to give you 25 minutes of entertainment at some level and to create something together that we've never seen before. And hopefully, you haven't either, because that would be really creepy. So, we'll be back in a minute. We'll start our show.
Excellent. I didn't think I'd ever finish that.
You didn't think it ever finish it. I'm surprised you even started.
Oh, you're surprised I even started it? Well, even though it took me a long time, I finally finished it.
So you claim to having finally completed it, and I'm really astounded that you actually started.
Well, just save your surprise because save it for somebody who is really needs it because I finished it. I finally finished it, and I don't care how surprised you are.
You know, Roger, I think we're out of sync, okay? I can't save my surprise. It already happened. It already happened.
Well, yeah, but I finished. I went ahead and finished it. It may have taken me a while, and you're gonna act surprised, and I don't want you to be surprised.
Roger, you're wanting to control my responses is why I divorced you.
Well, yeah. Well, the reason I agreed to the divorce is because you were so condescending. I'm surprised. Like you didn't expect any better of me.
You're right. I didn't expect any better of you.
So we're really through.
We were really through before we started this conversation. Again, we're out of sync. You know, take back the surprise. We're really through. The divorce went through 3 years ago.
I'm surprised.
I'm delighted by your wholehearted commitment.
Thank you for your delight. I'm really committed to this.
The pleasure that pulses through me in a very platonic manner is based upon your commitment.
Well, pulse away with that pleasure because I'm more committed than I can ever remember being.
You're more committed than you can ever remember being. Walk this back for me. Is it your memory that's improving or your commitment?
I can feel your pleasure pulsing right now because that's a wonderful question. I I I I think I'm committed to remembering.
Bruce, there's a squishiness in I think I'm committed to remembering. Could, can you tighten up the language in there a little bit?
I I can understand your confusion, Richard. That was a really sloppy way for me to say I'm committed.
So could you like put it together in a way that like really just knocks me right down in my chair?
Oh, I wouldn't want to knock you down in your chair.
I'm afraid you're overly considerate sometimes. Knock me down in my chair. You have my permission.
Is that part of the pleasure thing you were talking about?
I don't know. It hasn't happened yet.
Well, I'm committed. I am just more committed than I've ever been.
This chair feels great.
Would you like me to massage your other foot? That caught me by surprise.
You were caught by surprise? I thought you organized the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I know you felt I organized the whole thing. That may be why I was caught by surprise.
You it had your earmarks all over it. It just seemed like you put it all together. It so got your imprimatur all over it. Just
Yeah. 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 Yes, 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 Hal. Hal, I wish I could take credit for organizing it in the way you see that I organized it.
oh, Brian, I'm not going to interfere with it. I mean, you could sell it that it was your organization.
That wouldn't be fair, Hal. That would be me taking credit for something you've done, as surprising as it was.
I'll surrender the accolades if this leads to you getting a paying job.
That's that's incredibly generous of you, Hal, but I feel like once again that would be me taking remuneration for something that I didn't do.
Wouldn't it be amazing if you got remunerated for something, remunerated, if you got paid for doing something that you'd never done, and then you use that to pay me the 4 months back rent.
I can't say remuneration either. And yet, well, I just don't think it would be fair for me to take credit.
But it's okay with you to sponge off me for the last 4 months?
Oh, I'm sorry, Hal. I didn't know that you viewed it as sponging.
Not paying your $475 a month for your room in my home and eating the food that I buy, sponging in my world.
Well, you never said no.
No, I never said no. I just looked at you with a sense of amazement that you're pulling off this caper of taking out the bottom layers of the cake and me not realizing it till it was halfway gone.
Well, now I'm really surprised, Hal, because I didn't know it was a problem for you.
You didn't know it was a problem. You, you never asked.
Should I ask now?
You should ask now. Okay, now would be the perfect time for you to just clear the air and just own the fact that you've been sponging off of me and ask me. Now would be the perfect time.
Can I sponge off of you for several months? Food included?
You know, the fact that you need to use me as your gateway to even asking the question is just another manifestation of the sponge factor.
I thought I was being polite.
What would it sound like if you weren't just thinking you were being polite? I'm ready.
I'd say, what time's dinner?
6 o'clock as always. Your workouts are really making a difference.
Yeah. Well, you've noticed that my workouts have really, you know, made a change. I, but I, I still have a long way to go.
You you do have a long way to go, but the progress that you've made is really notable.
It's very wonderful that you know that you noted. Um, and you know, I'm a couple weeks away from my goal.
You're only a couple of weeks away from your goal.
Well, you know, maybe 1 week.
Have you thought about challenging yourself beyond the your initial objective, making that kind of progress?
Well, that is the challenge because I would probably be done in a day or two, but I've decided to challenge myself a little further to make it a week, 4 or 5 days.
A week, 4 or 5 days. I have three different metrics here for a week. So can you like narrow it down to it? It'll help me support you, not that you need it, in realizing your goal.
Well, yeah, my goal would have had me done like last week. And and I achieved that. And but as you put it, I decided to add a challenge, and I should be done in an hour or two. You know,
No, no, I don't know. Just like an hour or two is like 4 or 5 days or a week. Those are all imprecise. Like, would you like me to give you $400, $500, or a week's worth of dollars? You'd have a different answer.
right? Well, the working out is an inexact science as far as that goes, and you just don't know how your body's going to react. Like it could happen any second now.
Any second at all. So now we're done with the 4 or 5 days or a week. How do you really know if you've accomplished your goal?
Well, any second could be in any second, 4 or 5 days from now too, or last week.
Do you have plans after you meet this goal over some ill defined period of time?
No, because I'd like to, just take some time and exhale and give myself credit.
You're planning on giving yourself credit.
Well, yeah, I might meet my goal anytime now.
I mean, I'm just wondering if washing the pots and pans that have been sitting in the sink for this long as part of your, upper body workout is really that significant of an accomplishment in the grand scheme of goal setting.
I see what you're saying. Well, yeah, because, you know, dish work, as I like to call it, dish work, is really good for flexibility and lubrication.
Is it good enough that you could do it more than 2 minutes a day so you could finish?
That would be a challenge.
One of the things that I admire about you, Gerald, one of the things I admire about you is how you rise to the challenge.
Thank you, Terry. You know, I've never heard you compliment me like that before.
Gerald, you haven't heard me compliment you like that before because I haven't.
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting a lot of pleasure out of this.
Is that your goal, Terry?
You're being disrespectful.
I don't know how else to be when you seem to have closed yourself off.
I close myself off when I feel like my vulnerability has been betrayed.
Your vulnerability, Terry. Your vulnerability. It's always your vulnerability.
Well, if you know that, then why do you treat me this way?
I'm sorry. Maybe we should start over again.
Will you be kind to me this time?
I have to set a goal.
Could being kind to me this time be a goal?
Yeah, but that means there'll be increments in working up to being kind.
I mean, I've waited 9 years.
Then what's 3 or 4 days more?
Could happen any second.
I turned out pretty funny.
I didn't see it coming. It did turn out funny. I did not see it coming.
Yeah, I kind of made it funny, and it just, caught you by surprise.
I was so caught unawares. I was so caught unawares.
Oh, check. Oh, check. Oh, sometimes I don't know. I don't know how I get it past you and catch you by surprise.
I I've been pondering how you do that. It like for me, it's become almost like the meaning of the universe.
You're one deep guy, chick. One deep guy.
I pay a lot of attention to you, Brian. A lot.
That's why it's so funny that I can slip one by you like that.
Brian, can I be honest with you?
There's no one else here, chick.
Yeah, that type of non-answer, that's the sort of thing that I admired about you. Can I be honest with you? There's no one here. I freaking know that.
Well, when you say, "Can I be honest with you?" For me, it's like, well, no, lie. Please lie. Hey, chick, lie away.
Okay, well, if you're serious about it, I've admired you, for at least the last 4 minutes.
It's better than 3 minutes. Bring him on home, David.
And folks, yet once again, we continue to be rudderless. Hopefully you got to see something that you've never seen before. I know I did. I learned things about his personalities that really have me wondering about my choices. We've had a lot of fun. We'll be back with us another month from now. I spoke for John. I apologize. I had a lot of fun. John, do you want to do this next month?
Oh, I will always be here next month.
Well, there you go, folks. Have a great month. Stay
Thank
warm.
you. Good night. Thank you, Xander.
Yeah, thanks, Xander. Good night, all.